slogan of CuteCircuit is Future Fashion Now. So we're thinking out into the future, you know, what would be wonderful to have in 5 years, and we try to make it today.
So we add some new technologies and innovation to textiles and make something special and magical happen within clothes.
This is sort of like the electronics, you know, debugging and assembly desk. This obviously is not a wearable technology, but sometimes we get new technology and we have to have a board like this to evaluate it, and then later on we can, you know, integrate it in something much smaller that can become part of the garment. When we first started out, people thought we were crazy. And in fact, when we would try to describe the concept of CuteCircuit, the type of fashion that we were producing, they didn't understand. They said, how can technology and clothing be together? It doesn't make any sense. Primarily because there's no metaphor, there's no paradigm for this sort of thing in the world. We were making something that was entirely new, so it didn't fit any predetermined category that they could sort of slot you into. Gradually, as we started to develop more and more pieces in the collections, they started to understand, this is pretty cool, this is really interesting, it's a new approach to fashion. And that was a long battle, but I think we're starting to win now because people are getting very excited about the sort of things we're designing.
This one is one of the latest prototypes of hug shirt, and basically the hug shirt is a t-shirt that lets you send hugs over distance. So you put on the shirt, you give yourself a squeeze, and sensors in these areas on the fabric capture where you're touching, how strong you're touching, and for how long time. All this data goes Bluetooth into your mobile phone, and there is an app, that is the Hug Shirt app, that transforms all this data into a hug message. And when your friend receives the hug message, just push a button, and all this data goes into their shirt, and their shirt starts to get warm and vibrate in the same areas that you touched on your shirt. There are lots of people that wear them.
And some famous people who wear them.
Yeah, some famous people too. Yeah, we all like U2 and Katy Perry.
Okay, so there's a little trigger here in my breastises, and it's, so I turned off just now. Oh, funny.
I think she sort of became our unofficial spokeswoman because she went just on in an interview and she just expounded on how wonderful it is to have this kind of garment on. So she was just really wonderful.
I definitely think wearable technology is one key piece of the future of fashion, because our lives are entirely digital now. People read books on iPads and they don't send handwritten letters anymore. But on the other hand, we have really wonderful services like Instagram, and people get your vacation photos the moment you snap them. So I think that digital technology and fashion are going to be together for a long time.
Yeah, I think, the rest of the fashion industry should wake up.